Hey everyone, welcome to the weekend update. So the weekend is over, we're back into Monday now, and one of the things that's been a focus is aquascaping. We've been doing a lot of different things with driftwood and the rock room and stuff like that to get new tanks ready with new designs, and that's one of the things that I want to talk with you about today. But first, the 240 that just came in from Planet Aquarium, check it out. One of the other things I want to draw your attention to are we've got big resin decorations back in stock. These came in late Friday, so they didn't make the update last week. And some of the coolest pirate ships. If you need a filter, we've definitely got Hagen Fluval filters. Some of the best and quietest in canister filters. Some of my favorites, the FX2, 4, and 6. These are fantastic filters for a number of reasons. One, because of how much you can pack in each one of them and how unbelievably quiet they are. Come check this out real quick. I know we're kind of bouncing around, but that's how this update is. And though you can't hear it here either. It is a very super quiet filter. If you're doing freshwater, if you're doing a saltwater fish only type tank where you need a lot of mechanical filtration, it's a perfect filter, and I got plenty of them, as you can see. We've got boxes everywhere because the shipment just came in, and this is what it's like on a Monday when you're unpacking from last week. Some of the other resin decorations that came in, this aircraft carrier, really cool. And I did something a little wacky. Though I was never a Trekkie and more a Star Wars fan, we did get in the USS Enterprise. And while I've never tried to make it fly in an aquarium, I did today. So we've got a whole diorama with a sand monster of some kind and a moon and the USS Enterprise. And we've got this in a 110 on the Edisto Blue standing canopy. Really pretty standing canopy. And we've just about got the entire showroom filled with designs. So you definitely want to stop by long enough to see that when you come in. Now, one of the things I want to also talk about now that this is coming to my mind, if you've got a freshwater tank, cichlids, guppies, any type of live bears, things like that, these are fantastic. Richard made a beautiful display. And while I'm not a super fan of plastic decorations when you can have the real stuff, these are fantastic. I call them breeder balls. The reason is there's very easy access for small fish to get in and out very safely. They're not very expensive. They add a focal point because anything spherical in a fish tank that is square is something that's going to stand out. So you can actually use these visually to enhance a certain area of the tank, or you can use it to keep your babies safe until they get big enough to where they can handle things. Again, great for cichlids, great for any type of live bears, great for a lot of different applications. One of the things that I like to do the most with people when they come in is to take them and help them get some designs with their aquariums. There's doing service and having done service for 35 years, you go into people's homes a lot of times and you see very simplified aquariums. They're paying you to come over and clean and take care of the tank, but nobody's really thought about the design. You want something that's more than just the tank standing out in your home, office, wherever. You want something that says something when people see it. It needs to be more than just an attraction in and of itself. It also needs to sculpturally say something when people see it. And it's a very easy thing to do, and it doesn't cost anything to have you come in and us just talk about it. We're here during the day, and you've got literally 200 years of experience with everybody that's on the floor in doing aquariums, design, and things like that. What will work, what won't work. And if you're close enough to us here in Columbia, why not stop in, give it a shot, and come in and let's see. Bring a picture of your aquarium and let's get a way where we can do something with it. Maybe it's just a tweak or maybe it's an overhaul. This is a great time of year to do that. Okay, a couple quick tank mentions. Here we go. One is the Elos tank, this 90-gallon Elos drilled. Elos has some of the finest aquariums, what I call Porsche type aquariums in our hobby. And we have one, we don't always, but this is a super, super high end, super beautiful, Elo's tank. If you want to do a reef tank, if you want to do a high-end planted tank, or you want something that is just visually unlike a lot of tanks that you see, this one is a great one. I also want to draw your attention to this peninsula right here. This is also a tank you don't typically see very often, but it's a great room divider, or just coming off of a wall so that you can have 3 strong sides to walk around. The peninsula can be great for fresh or salt water, and it's really cool because of the height of it. It's pretty much at eye level when you're sitting down or standing up, so it's at a good focal point. You can move around the aquarium and see all kind of things from multiple sides that you couldn't. It's also fun to decorate because you can actually bring things up and out of the aquarium and almost get a terrestrial view. So one thing that we did get last week, or at the end of this week, were DISCUS. We've got DISCUS back in stock and coming, and they are beautiful and lots of different colors. One of the things we don't talk about enough in our videos is water. And this is where, in Fishy Business, where all the water actions and reactions take place. But one thing I want to harp on as far as a tip, which really shouldn't be a tip, it should be a given, is that if you own a saltwater aquarium and you are topping off your saltwater aquarium, please don't top it off with salt water. It seems redundant to say that in a video because I know most of you know that, but I get somebody in here at least once a week, if not once every 2 or 3 days, that either comes from somewhere else, no one told them. You definitely want to top off with fresh water because salt doesn't leave during evaporation. Some of it does, of course, but most of it stays in solution, and your salinity actually rises when your fresh water, or when your tank evaporates water. So always add fresh water, and always make sure that you adjust for the pH in that fresh water. If you're using RO water for tap off, a lot of times that'll be very low. It'll be, you know, somewhere around a 5. It can be even lower than that. Well, if you're putting that in a tank that's at an 8 pH, you're gonna drop it, even if it's just a temporary drop. And if you do it over a long period of time, or it's a small tank, it can be dire consequences for you. So you definitely don't want to do that. Always add like some marine buffer or something to that effect to get that fresh water up to the pH level of your salt water, and you'll be good. Hey everyone, thanks for paying attention to the weekend update. I know I didn't show a lot of fish in this video, but there'll be a lot of fish and things coming for the weekly update. And next Monday, hopefully, we will have a lot to show you from this weekend coming. Give me some feedback. Let me know if the weekend update is worth your time and worth watching. Come check us out. God bless. Have a great week. Come see us, and we'll see you shortly.